There is a reason you found this message today, a reason it didn't come yesterday, or even a moment too soon. This message was designed to reach your spirit at this very hour, because there is something urgent the universe, the divine, and your very soul need you to know. You've felt it stirring already. The signs have been showing up in strange ways, sudden shifts in your mood, restlessness in your spirit, people leaving your life, old habits suddenly feeling out of place, synchronicities appearing more often. These are not random. These are signals. God's chosen ones are being called to attention. There is a shaking happening in the spiritual realm, and you are being summoned to see it clearly. The warning is not to alarm you, it is to awaken you. Because what is coming next in your journey is not ordinary, and you must be spiritually alert, emotionally ready, and mentally clear. You have been chosen not just to rise, but to rise with wisdom, with discernment, and with unwavering faith. Before we dive into the depths of this message, I invite you to pause and set your intentions. This is a sacred moment between you and the divine. Watch this message until the end, and if your spirit feels aligned, type your warmest wishes in the comments. Write 999 or 333 to energize the universe with your openness to receive. This is a chapter where wishes begin to bloom because you're finally in tune with the rhythm of divine timing. Let your heart speak, because when we send out love and alignment, the universe listens. Now listen closely, beloved. There is an urgency in the spirit because you are standing at a divine crossroads. One path leads back to comfort, familiarity, and the illusions you've outgrown. The other leads forward into unknown territory that carries your purpose, your expansion, and your breakthrough. The warning is this: the familiar will try to pull you back. Old patterns, old connections, old fears. They will disguise themselves as safety. But you cannot afford to return. God has not brought you this far for you to shrink. What you are about to walk into requires a new version of you. Not the one who doubted, but the one who endured. Not the one who questioned, but the one who listened. You've outgrown the old cycles. Don't give them CPR. Let them rest. You are being upgraded on a soul level, and that transformation will cost your comfort. But what you gain in exchange is far more valuable: peace, power, clarity, and divine positioning. The reason this message is arriving with intensity is because there is deception swirling in the air. Distractions have been placed in your path, shiny, tempting, seemingly perfect opportunities or relationships that mask themselves as blessings. But they are delays in disguise. The enemy cannot steal what's yours, but he can attempt to slow you down by cluttering your mind, overwhelming your emotions, and fogging your discernment. That is why the chosen ones are being warned right now to clear the noise, to remove the people, places, and patterns that feel almost right but not fully aligned. If it brings confusion instead of clarity, let it go. If it drains your energy instead of fueling your spirit, release it. You cannot carry dead weight into your destiny. The next chapter of your life is sacred ground, and not everyone can come. What's ahead of you is not just another phase, it's a divine appointment. And with that comes responsibility. You're being asked to move differently, to speak less and observe more, to protect your vision, to pray more deeply and wait more patiently. The urgency isn't because you're behind. It's because you're about to be launched. But you must be prepared. You must be rooted. The enemy attacks most when your breakthrough is closest, and many chosen ones are falling not because they're weak, but because they're unaware. Your warning is your protection, and this message is your spiritual armor. Take it seriously. Your soul already knows this. That inner unease you felt, that tension in your chest, that sensation that something is about to change, that's your spirit tuning in. The divine is shifting things, rerouting things, exposing what needs to be seen, and revealing truths that were hidden. And you, dear chosen one, are being positioned to walk into divine alignment. But here's the catch. Alignment requires separation. The warning is clear. If you do not release what was, you will miss what is becoming. And missing this moment would delay the very destiny you've prayed for. This is not a time to entertain confusion. This is a time to walk with conviction. You may feel alone in this, like no one else around you understands the weight you carry, the vision you hold, or the urgency you feel. That is because they are not supposed to. Your calling is not a conference call. You are being asked to lead, to elevate, to become a light in the dark. But how can you lead if you are entangled in the same distractions you're meant to rise above? This warning is not to shame you. It's to remind you, your life is not your own. You are carrying divine codes. Your voice, your energy, your presence. It shifts atmospheres, but only when you remember who you are and why you're here. Do not look back. You already know what's back there. Cycles, patterns, pain, and illusions. You are not being called to repeat. You are being called to redeem. Every mistake, every delay, every heartbreak, it will all be used. But only if you keep moving forward. You don't need to understand the entire path. You just need to trust the next step. Your faith is your compass. Your intuition is your guide. And your silence in this season will speak louder than your explanations. You'll begin to notice it. The energy will shift. The room will feel different. Your body will react to things it used to tolerate. That's because your spirit is detoxing. You'll find peace in solitude. You'll crave truth. You'll desire purity, not perfection, but sincerity. You'll feel repelled by chaos, even if it used to excite you. That's your evolution, and it's happening now. The warning isn't a threat, it's a confirmation. You're being upgraded. You may begin to feel a sense of urgency in your daily life, not fear, but a deep knowing that something is being birthed through you. Ideas will come faster. Clarity will strike suddenly. Your old ways of procrastinating will no longer feel tolerable. That's the universe pushing you forward, shaking you gently, reminding you that time is precious and divine assignments cannot be postponed. This isn't a time to overthink. It's a time to act from alignment, to trust your first instincts, to obey the nudge in your spirit. Because delayed obedience can become disobedience when the window of divine timing closes. There will be people who don't understand this shift in you. Let them misunderstand. You're not changing for them. You're aligning for you. And sometimes alignment looks like losing people you thought you needed. Sometimes it means walking alone until the right circle arrives. Don't be afraid of solitude. God hides his greatest warriors in seasons of isolation, not to punish them, but to prepare them. You're not being rejected. You're being redirected toward your real tribe, toward people who speak your soul's language, toward environments that nourish your spirit. And that requires courage, the kind of courage that trusts the unknown more than the comfort of familiarity. This warning is your invitation to evolve. You're being asked to step out of patterns that have numbed you, to break cycles that were passed down, not chosen, to leave spaces that no longer reflect your worth. There is no room for self-betrayal on the path of purpose. You must stop shrinking to fit places that were never designed to hold your greatness. The more you accept who you are, the more the world adjusts to receive you. The chosen ones are awakening, and this message is not for the faint-hearted. It's for the brave souls who know they were sent here for something greater, who feel the pressure, the isolation, the intensity, but choose to rise anyway, who sense the urgency, not as panic, but as purpose. You're not here to blend in. You're here to stand out, to illuminate, to create change, and that change begins now. Stay alert, protect your energy, clean your space, physically and spiritually. Choose your words carefully. Bless your path with intention. Fast, pray, ground yourself, whatever it takes to stay aligned. Because the next wave of blessings will require a clean vessel, and you are the vessel. You've waited long enough. The door is opening, but it will only remain open for those who are ready. This message is not just a confirmation, it is a command. Wake up, rise up, and walk forward with divine focus. You are chosen, and this moment is holy. Let the world fall away. Let the noise fade. Let your heart guide you home to your higher self. The urgency you feel is not fear, it's faith in motion. You're being summoned to your next level. Do not delay. Your warning has arrived. What you do next will determine everything.
Drop a follow and like the video if this resonates with you, and don't hesitate to cheer up and support fellow brothers and sisters difficult times in the comments. Chosen One, keep your head up and stay true to yourself, always with love.